And this could be an interesting one. Now,
I mean, Sejuani Rumble is one of those pairings that we've seen be
on
really
Knight's
popular.
Akali, on whether or not he can actually navigate these fights, because AoE is the thing that nullifies the normally very powerful Shroud that Akali has.
look at Shun though. He's setting up for a dive on towards Breathe immediately on the bottom lane.
All right, Breathe gonna get stunned up here for the counter strike. Bin wants to get it done. First blood for Shun. It's a 1-for-1 trade as both top laner flashes are spent.
Breathe can TP back in though. Bin actually burning these early Void Grubs, but you've now got push in mid. Bin had started to roam up, but he needs to reset, go into that bot lane, so it's a bit of a timing window here for Weibo.
Yeah, Tarzan stepping up with Xiaohu, trying to contest here for the grub. Second grub goes over to Shun. Knight's got to be a little bit careful, goes into the smoke, slam into the wall with the Ishtal impact. Shun looking to lock up Xiaohu as Tarzan gets a nice stun there back onto the enemy jungler, but Bin has made his way to the fight first. All three grubs going to be secured now by BLG. Fate Sealed forces out a couple of flashes. Crisp now in the middle of everybody. Got to be careful trying to get back over the wall, but Bin's already going to grab the kill on him. Knight behind him, trying to keep everybody corralled. Perfect execution right back over the wall. Breathe finally makes his way in. Equalizer still available, but BLG are all on the exit route. It's 3 grubs and 1 kill for BLG.
I cannot believe damage, so Knight able to step away. Bin now actually being the one to cover, and Bin has been doing a good job of kind of sacrificing himself, but he wants a bit more here.
We saw this in the previous game. It's Bin and Shun working together to punish Xiaohu when Knight is no longer able to maintain his position. It's beautifully done, just like the last time. Xiaohu drops.
On top of everything as well, nice play from Bin with the roam up, and Shun has been doing a great job of playing with this Garner for these ganks through the lane, and now it's going to try and catch Crisp.
All right, let's see if Shun can get this done. Bin coming around with the counter strike from the side. Crisp only level 5, still pretty squishy here with the Maokai. They're chopping down trees with lampposts. Bin picking up another one as Shun escorts his top laner out. They'll rejoin with Elkin on, but Xiaohu locks up the Skarner and guarantees that Weibo can grab themselves their second kill of the game.
They do get that 1 kill back, but still great things happening on the map here for BLG. Knight's pushing in mid. Yeah, we'll see how much he's going to be able to get, because after they grab the dragon, Shun could even move down towards bot side if they do think that there is some sort of an angle. But it looks
still
like
needs to be pushed up a little bit further. Bin is already in position, but the equalizer summoned up by Breathe to try to get rid of this wave. That last cannon minion will be the only thing to try to walk up to the turret, but it ain't going to get there in time. Breathe overheated. They immediately engage the Alistar ultimate, and BLG just brought enough firepower. Breathe's best efforts are in vain.
Dragon is Chemtech. You know it's not going to be that soul, which kind of takes the worst one off the table. And there is still options for things like Hextech and Mountain Soul that I think could be incredibly strong in this game.
Herald summoned up mid lane by Weibo, as they'll try to force down this tier 1 turret. The first turret's already going to be killed up there in the top side. 2v1. Breathe wanted to try to stop Knight, and on the Rumble with the Flame Spitter needs more damage, but he won't find any of it. Teleport out from Knight to guarantee that he won't be traded back. Even gets out of the way before the True Shot Barrage would have hit him.
And again, another kill gifted across the Knight. You can see BLG are giving so much to try and get this Akali ahead, but the teleport needed to be burnt, which means that Weibo know Knight can't get involved. So it's a tower trade for the Dragon, plus a kill for BLG.
Yeah, and he already has that first item completed, has that Storm Surge, working towards potentially something like a Proto Belt or whatever next. And Bin looking good as well. They can play this 1-3-1 style and just try to use the Kaisa to collapse on those side lanes and look to try to potentially avoid some of these 5v5s that we thought was going to be really difficult in the draft.
And the question you posed earlier, Isaac, is now answered. On, what are you doing, buddy? On goes through the Hex Gate, knocks Tarzan back over the wall. Never mind, I should have never doubted. Beautiful impale from Shun, pulls back too. But the counterattack from Xiaohu is there with the Fate Seal. Massive damage on everybody on BLG, but Xiaohu's the first and only to die. Breathe comes in with the equalizer. Knight's gonna try to get away. BLG is burning, and Weibo is turning this whole fight around. Shun is about to drop. It looked good at the start, but Weibo suplexes the play.
Burning alive.
It was all about that teleport there from Breathe. The first kill over on a Xiaohu makes you think that BLG could win the fight, but there's so many low health bars on BLG. Breathe just arrives and cooks them up, and Shun playing with fire a little bit here. Has to be somewhat respectful. You lose two Xiaohu really tag teaming to get so much done, and even Tarzan, 2K on the Sejuani.
And Tarzan barely surviving with about 50 health there as well. Xiaohu trying to use the Fate Seal to get away. Knight puts his body in front of him to lessen the distance, but it still doesn't matter. The Weibo mid laner, the bottom side river. Knight is split pushing up in the top lane. Bin just pushing out a wave here in bottom, and it looks like Weibo are going to be able to secure this, but BLG now stepping up a little bit late. Hex Tech Drake secured by Tarzan and Weibo, but now the Skarner ulti coming back over. Equalizer summoned up over the top. Tarzan is low, but he ain't gonna be killed off here just yet, still staying alive a little bit longer. Tarzan burns down, and Shun's taking the kill. Light burst it down! Beautiful execution coming in from Knight as Crisp has to try to escape. It's 3 dead on Weibo. It's about to be 4. The Dragon fight favored them last time, but this time around it is their death sentence.
It was a disaster for Crisp. We'll catch it in the replay. He goes to twisted advance on towards Elk as he dies, but Elk slingshots himself into the fight, which then completely leaves Light alone with Knight on the back line.
And that is the exact kind of fight what I'm talking about with BLG. You can just never count them out. Knight finds Light, and even with the fight starting so well for Light and getting so much chip damage down, it just didn't matter. He knows the damage Storm Surge to kill him. He calculates it perfectly. That is the difference between the world's best and everyone else.
And we were talking at the beginning of the game, hey, if Akali gets a couple of kills, if Akali gets ahead of the pace of everybody on Weibo, starts becoming this single issue threat onto Light, then that's how this comp can come alive. And we're at that point of the game right now, as Xiaohu's gonna try to get away here with a fate sealed. Bin forcing out the flash from the Weibo mid laner, the counter-strike threatening to potentially be a death blow as Weibo are scrambling to try to defend against a baroned up BLG.
I just love the pressure they're putting on Xiaohu. They know that Yone's ultimate, his flash is so powerful in that 5v5, it's getting taxed constantly.
And now BLG get to set up a mid because they've already blown.
On engages with a massive 3-man knockup, but there ain't any follow-up to go behind it. On's just gonna be the sacrificial Alistar as everything gets thrown towards resisting the assault. BLG, yes, they'll claim the tier 1 turret, but it stops there.
I think that Sejuani from Tarzan may have just saved it because On was hoping we could take the tower, then follow up, but nobody could auto, and now Xiaohu.
Xiaohu trying to get away from Bin's Jax. He's already used the Soul Unbound. Knight's ready and waiting. The storm strikes, but now the rest of Weibo's coming around to try to pick off Elk and Shun. A nice 2-man impale comes through, and into the back line goes Knight again. He's already found Light. It's lights out for Weibo. It is an ace for BLG.
What is a goat to a king? As he sits there, he will gobble up Weibo, happy as he can be, as BLG look to make this a 3-0.
They are barreling straight down mid lane with Shun and Bin. I don't know if they'll be able to end it right here. It doesn't look like they can do the whole thing. Weibo is still standing, but their legs are broken.
And look at the gold lead building up from this Baron power play. They're about to take the tier 2 bot as well. This is going to be a 5,000 gold swing here with the Red Bull Baron power play. That is massive.
Watch me. I'm about to solo kill this guy. It is a man who loves this game, who brings it to the main stage, and is happy to show his stuff.
Crisp in some trouble here. A shot goes in for the 3-man Skarner ulti. No follow-up just yet from BLG. Knight coming around from the side. Crisp is about to be killed off here with a very start. Fate sealed, but it is not enough. The only fate sealed today is that of Weibo Gaming. Knight jumps back over the wall as Tarzan and Light scramble to survive. Light kites it out a little bit further, but finally drops. The best team in the LPL shows their worth yet again. They will crush 2023's Demons, and they will earn a ticket to the World Finals in London. BLG is going all the way.
The super team BLG have...
These were the best highlights from today's World's 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.